Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath. All praise to the Most High and His Son, man. We back, we made it. You know the routine. I gotta get my fire. You know they getting blown. Hey, it's sifting season. Passover coming up, and they getting their candle blown out like this. They getting their candle blown out every Passover. Every Passover season, we see suckers getting their candles blown out. How was everybody craving wisdom? Tribal wide, grace, man. You know, we made it. Had a rough week as usual, but we made it. We made it, y'all. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, so this is your brother Gabar, strong arm Gabar. Uh, really watch out for these suckers in these last days. Yeah, I was just watching this Gorilla Hebrew. I got this from Gorilla Hebrew, matter of fact. But he was on Breakfast, not Breakfast Club, but what's the other one? Adam, what's it called? No Jumper. And he was beating this dude down. I hate when people they try to say Caleb is not they be trying to say Caleb is not from Judah or he's from a Kenizzite. But look, it clearly say Caleb is from the tribe of Judah. Number 13 and 6 of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, or whatever. Number 13 and 6. But yeah, you guys should go watch that. No Jumper. Gorilla Hebrew was on there whooping this damn wicked man. But yeah, man, I got the link up in the chat. You know how it go. You guys want to say how your week was? You want to say hi, whatever? We probably could say before, the end of this. Shalom, Kendall Jones. Tisa, you saw that? Yeah, I was watching a little bit of that just now. But yeah, I seen that dude. He was battling. I seen that dude before. I can't remember where I know him from, but he was all over the place talking about you're a Jew by your mother. It's like, bro, we don't teach that. That's the Jewish people teach that. But yeah, so the titles tonight's class is it's a time and a place for everything. It's time and place everything. And that is I feel like knowing this and exercising this is vital, in your life, in your daily life. Like, see, I like to teach about everyday life. Like how do we like real life? How do we get through real life? We got bills. We're around heathens. We got to go to the stores. We got to go to the doctors. You got to go to the plantation. Everyday life, real stuff. You see them bug out brothers that we beat down, the OT only wars that go down as the OT only war, where the Israelites that are rooted tore them brothers up. So, but I noticed, like, I remember when I was doing my little holiday rounds, when I was doing the Thanksgiving, what's the other one? Christmas and Halloween. While I was doing that, one of them wicked brothers came on, and he was like, we were just talking casual. I was telling him about, my family was celebrating Christmas, and then he was like, oh yeah, man, that's messed up. But hey, what do you think about Daniel? Is Yahushua is JC? I'm like, bro, we're teaching about our people are destroyed. All you care about is them Daniel or something, bro. Let's talk about real life situations, But let's start off at Ecclesiastes 3:1. Applying, hold on, what you think? Applying, I think I stumble at times with applying. Hey, matter of fact, we're gonna start off with um we're gonna start with the verse you just not verse, but replying to that. Sirach 19 about applying. Sirach 19 and 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in wisdom is the performance of the law. So you got to perform the law. There's no use of knowing this stuff and you're not applying it. That's backwards. In the knowledge of his omnipotency, I'm not potency, omnipotency. Sorry if I butcher that word, man. Like I said, I be telling y'all, I barely can speak English. Brother, if you're trying to speak Hebrew and Greek and all this, bro, you like I was saying, bro. Say I'm going to the store, I'm going to the marketplace in Greek, bro. Stop it. You don't know no damn Greek, man. But yeah, applying. We gotta apply, man. Don't let the flesh lust against the spirit. Don't let the spirit win. Like ABL, I'm gonna tell you guys about ABL. ABL wicked as hell. Sorry, I know you all want that reunion, but I can't do it. The brother, he gets beat down by you can go from last week and you can see he gets beat down by the flesh, and he admits it. And you know, like one of you guys have pointed out, like you guys, like a lot of people was reaching out from last week about their brother, about how how they was like, bro, don't deal with that brother. Um, One of you guys pointed out how he had Valentine's Day stuff in his background. That's why you see my background. I got a menorah. Got a menorah. He got a damn. It was Valentine's Day last week, and his brother's on the chat on the Sabbath day with teddy bears and roses and stuff. I'm like, damn. And one of you guys pointed it out. So I'm like, see, you can't be rocking with brothers like that, man. What you say my thoughts was, I can read until I'm blue in the face, but I have to do better at applying when it's needed. Yeah, so if you're not applying, that means you don't have the water. Or thank you. That means you don't have you don't have no fear if you ain't applying. So say for instance, yeah, you don't have no fear of the Most High. Your fear is low, little, and then if you keep doing that, let's get Shalom Danielle. Shalom. Something folks live with you that are not in this truth. Something folks live. Oh, okay, sister. Okay, she said sometimes. She said sometimes folks live with you. Okay, you could be right. You could be right. You could be right. You could be right. Fish. Okay, you could be right. But you know, in his case, I don't think that's what it is. He just I don't think that's what it is. You know, in his case, you know, he's not commanding his household. That's why. Hold on, let me get this scripture. What do I want? Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, we're gonna deal with graces about let me get Sirach. We're gonna deal with grace. If you keep doing that, you're gonna end up like the other brothers, because you don't know when your grace, your name is Grace. You don't know when your grace is gonna run out. Okay, I'm gonna start at Sirach 4, Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and 17. So, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways. So the she is wisdom. We're gonna replace she with wisdom. I broke this down before. For at the first, wisdom will walk with him. In this case, it's grace. It's she. It's you. by crooked ways. So you're having crooked ways, like you said. You said, let me see what you said. My thoughts I can read, faith, but I have to do better at applying when it's needed. So wisdom is walking with you because you know you're Israelite. You know you're on this live stream right now. You talking about happy Sabbath, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So wisdom is walking with you with your crooked ways right now, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline. So you know, so the wisdom is teaching you that you got to have some discipline. So that's why you're talking about the applying part. So you're like, dang, I can't do this, I can't do that. And some things you may be passing, but some things you're struggling with, right? So that's where you're like, dang, that's where you're being torn. The flesh lust against the spirit. You're torn right there. So look, so it says, dread upon him and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. So you're basically going, wisdom going to set up trials for you to see if you pass or you fail, right? Watch this, verse 18. Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secret. So if you pass the test, you know, then she's going to show you more wisdom, more secrets of this Bible, you know. Watch this. There's a flip side though. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. But if you keep going wrong, keep going off, then wisdom is going to flee you. And we have seen that lately, where wisdom flee brothers, sisters, and then you'll be saying some off the wall stuff. Like Grace, you'll be celebrating Christmas next year. This year, you'll be celebrating Christmas. Watch this. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. So you're being malicious, and if you're subject to sin, it says wisdom shall not dwell in you, right? For the Holy Spirit of discipline, see, discipline is a spirit. So if you want that discipline, you gotta pass your test, your trials. So for the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit. If you're being deceitful, the spirit will flee and remove from thoughts that are without understanding and will not abide when the unrighteousness come in. Watch this. Let me get Sirach 5 and I think it's 5 and 1. Let's do Sirach 5 and 4. Sirach 5 and 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me. So say not, you did this, you did that, but you feel like nothing happened to you. For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. He's going to get you. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. Don't keep adding sin to sin. And say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sin. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rest upon sinners. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, but put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So there's a day of vengeance. You know, your name pops up. He may ask, how's Grace doing? Right? How is Grace doing? And your report card come up and she's like, oh, she ain't been doing too good. And then in your security, you might be driving and boom. It says, suddenly shall wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. So yeah, you got to fear the Lord, man. Don't let the flesh win. Let me get another one. 9, let me see. The flesh. Let me see what y'all saying. Is that the fling? Hey? What? Is that the fling? Is that the falling away? Oh yeah, Rick Cordero. I've been fasting recently for discipline. Psalms 119, 120. So, yep, Psalm, yep, Cecil. These are some good scripts right here. That's the fear of the Lord, the Psalm 119, 120. I believe that's when it says he feared our judgments. Psalm 111, 10, the beginning of understanding is the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord, you know, I'm butchering it, but y'all, it's right up there. Happy Sabbath and young Rick. Okay, hold on. I ain't even get into the topic yet, but it's all good though. It's the spirit. We just go to the spirit. Let me get Wisdom Solomon 9 and 15. For the corruptible body pressed down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigh down the mind that muse upon many things. So this corruptible body is going against the spirit. So you gotta walk in. Matter of fact, let's go to Galatians real quick, man. Let's go to the book of Galatians, the classic. Galatians 5. Watch this. This is what you gotta do, Grace. Galatians 5 and 17. For the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. So they're going at each other. They're going at each other. Hold on. They're going at each other. The flesh versus the spirit. Right? It's a constant battle. And the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that you would. See? So you can't do the things that you would want to do. But if you be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. No, that's not what I want. Now, the works of the flesh, where's the part where it says, 16 was I want. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So you got to walk in the spirit. How you walk in the spirit? What's the spirit? Precept upon precept. What's the spirit? We're going to prove all things. We're going to give you the sense. John 6:63. John 6:63. The spirit. Write this down. What is the spirit? So when somebody asks you, you can bust their head with it. John 6:63. It is the spirit that quicken. The flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So the spirit is the words. The words are the commandments. Everybody said, walk in the spirit, walk in the commandments, walk in the law. So 16 again, Galatians 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, walk in the law, walk in the commandments, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Look at something small. Thou shalt not eat pork, right? You know you're not, that's against dietary law. So what do you do when somebody come with that bacon, that pork bacon? What do? You say, nah. What did you just do? You applied the law. You're walking in the spirit. So you said no to that. So you're walking in the spirit. Now it gets harder. That's why, somewhat we're going to touch that in the class. It's a time and place for everything. Galatians 5:22, fruits of the spirit. Yeah. Hey, this right here, Galatians 5:20, 5:17. No, let me see. 5:18. The works of the flesh and the fruits of the spirit. When I first came into this walk, I used to read this every day. Watch, I'm gonna show you what I used to do. I'm gonna read verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, reveling. So what I used to do, everything I just named, I used to get the dictionary And I used to look all those up, get the synonyms, and read every single one of them. And I used to answer myself honestly, do I have this spirit? Like immolations. How many people know what immolation means? It's a work of the flesh. It means to one up somebody. You're always trying to one up somebody. Variance. How many people know what variance means? So you should know what these mean. So if you don't know what they mean, how do you know you're not rolling in that spirit? This is life and death. This is about your soul to get into the kingdom. So I literally used to look at these and analyze it, and like damn near every day until I know what they mean now, until it got stuck in here to where, and then you could recognize that spirit. Remember, it says study to show yourself approved unto the Most High. So you can recognize these spirits on other people. Like you be like, damn, this brother got the spirit of variance. Variance, like for instance, let's read variance. We're gonna read because that's the work of the flesh, and I really hate this spirit of people. Variance, but we're gonna see what it means. Variance meaning the fact or quality of being different or inconsistent, different, at odds. So somebody with a spirit of variance, they always, no matter what you say, you could be like, bro, you want burgers today? He can be like, no, I want tacos. You say, you want tacos? He gonna say, no, I want burgers. Or they always going to be the opposite of you, no matter what. No matter what it is, they're always going to be the opposite. I can't stand that spirit. And immolations, that's a one-up spirit. I mean, they're always trying to compete. They're always trying to be in competition with you. Seditions, heresies, strife. So you want to go through this lasciviousness. You know what adultery is. Envy. But yeah, you want to go through these and make sure you're not rolling in those. And then the fruits of the spirit is verse 22. But the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. So let me jump to 25. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory. See, don't be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. So you want to, and this is the basic stuff, and this is how the Most High, when He gonna bless you and He's going to increase you. You feel me? So Galatians 5:17. No, 5 was it 18? The works of the flesh and down. Make sure you're not rolling in the works of the flesh and know what that stuff means. Remember, I was with this one brother and he was talking about this other brother, and I was like, damn, bro, that sounded like he got the spirit of variant. I think was it immolation? I think it was a mixture of immolation and variance. And the brother that was in the truth, I mean, it was a brother teaching in the street strong. He didn't know what immolation or variance meant. So I'm like, bro, I find that's disturbing that you're on the streets teaching people and you don't even know what variance mean. So how are you teaching if you don't know what that means? How you gonna teach? How you gonna recognize the spirit that you're talking in the street that they don't have that spirit on them? How you gonna help them? How you gonna help them? A lot of people on the street ain't even supposed to be out there in the street because you're supposed to have your house in order. Watch this. 2 Edwards 14. 2 Edwards 14 and let me see. I think it's 10. No, 14. No, 14 and 13. 2 Edwards 14 and 13. Watch this. Now, therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people. You see the order? It says, set thine house in order. So you got to get your house in order. And it says, and reprove thy people. Then you rebuke and help your people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Right. So grace? Do you understand? You gotta apply. You can't be feeding the flesh more than the spirit. You know, you gotta do it now. Okay, and let me get into my topic. Um, Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a time and a place for everything. Time and a place for everything. And it goes with having wisdom and discipline, because wisdom's going to guide you. So, verse 1, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. So I'm gonna stop right there because it keep going down. So you catch my drift. There's a time and place for everything. So I'm gonna show you throughout the Bible when the brothers, the prophets, they sometimes they was about something, and the other time they use wisdom, and they exercise this. They knew this. So because there was a brother, he was talking about, he was trying to use turn the other cheek on us. And it's like he was like, yeah, you gotta turn the other cheek. But it's like, brother, you're taking that out of context, because we're not Martin Luther King here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you Martin Luther King in the Bible, in the Maccabees. We're not Martin Luther King, where we're just gonna turn the other cheek while you're busting us upside the head. You're gonna get busted upside the head. In context, yes, we're gonna turn the other cheek, but we will bust your head too, depending on what's going on. So I'm gonna show you First Maccabees 2:38, when our brothers was on some what was Martin Luther King teaching? Non-violence, like straight non-violence. Watch this. First Maccabees 2:38. Because this is when the heathen was coming up against us, right? In the Maccabees. I might start at 37. But said, let us die all in our innocency. Heaven and earth shall testify for us that ye put us to death wrongfully. So they rose up against them in battle on the Sabbath. See, the heathen came against us on the Sabbath day. And they slew them with their wives and children and their cattle, to the number of 1,000 people. So our brothers, they didn't want to fight on the Sabbath day. So they let the children, the women, and everybody get killed. 1,000 people. Watch this. Now, so they was on some note. You see, they said, we're going to die innocent. We're not going to fight on the Sabbath day because this is our rest day. So they just sat there and got slaughtered. Now watch what Mattathias says. 39. Now when Mattathias and his friends understood hereof, they mourned for them right sore. And one of them said to another, if we all do as our brethren have done, and fight not for our lives and laws against the heathen, they will now quickly root us up out the earth. So he's like, man, we do what them guys did, we're going to get knocked, we're going to get wiped off. Verse 41. At that time, therefore, they decreed, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him. Neither will we die as our brethren that were murdered in the secret places. See, they said, nah, we ain't doing that. There's a time and a place for everything. See, we know the Sabbath is a rest day, but these heathens, they're not being very kind. They're using that as a war tactic. They're like, look, we know them guys like the rest. We're gonna catch them slipping. We're gonna catch them lacking. And them guys wasn't using wisdom. and they let them slaughter them. What Mattathias do? He heard about it, he seen it, and he was like, "Nope, we're going to fight." And that's what they did. And they was whooping tail. Let's get another instance. First Kings with Joab, one of King David's mighty men. First Kings 2 and 5. First Kings 2 and 5. Moreover, thou know. So this is King David on his deathbed. He's giving charge to King Solomon, his son, telling him that he needs to, what affairs he needs to wrap up as he becomes the king. So watch this. Moreover, thou knowest all what Joab, the son of Zeruiah, did to me, and what he did to the two captains of the host of Israel, unto Abner the son of Ner, and unto Amasa the son of Jether, whom he slew. Watch this. This is the part we want. And shed the blood of war in peace. He did what? He shed the blood of war in peace. So he killed these brothers when it was a time of peace. So showing you there's a time and place for everything. He wasn't supposed to kill them, brother. It was a peace treaty. And what he do? He was like, I don't care. So now look what's about to happen to him. And put the blood of war upon his girdle that was about his loins, and in his shoes that were on his feet. Watch this. Do therefore according to thy wisdom, and let not his hoary head go down to the grave in peace. So he said, since he shed the blood of war in peace, he said, don't let him go to the grave in peace. Showing you don't get away with nothing. See? And that was years later, right? Yahweh don't forget about nothing. You got to pay for that. So that's another lesson where you should know while you're out here, you should know, like, man, if I do this, I'm gonna have to pay for this. But some people be so bugged out, they be like, oh, it might not be that bad. He might, I might get a spanking, but it might not be that bad. But you need to realize you get your spirit took and be out here looking like a fool, like we have been seeing as late. And get your name blotted out the book of life. You don't want that. So we seen Joab. He shed the he shed the blood of war in a time of peace. So he was an army man. He was a mighty man. He did a lot of knocking people off at the right time. But this particular time, he did it at the wrong time. He did it when it was peace. So therefore, he ended up getting killed. Vengeance is the Lord's. God. So we got the Sabbath day when the brothers got killed on the Sabbath day because they didn't want to fight. Then we seen Mattathias and them. They said, well, it wasn't going for that. Then we got Joab killed some brothers in the time of peace, and he got dealt with. Let's get 2 Samuel 16. Let's get King David. 16:7. 2 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 7. And thus said Shimei when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man. So this is there was wars going on with the house of Saul and the house of David. And this brother from the house of Saul came out to David and he said, come out, thou bloody man. So we're going to see what David, David, he was ripping people's heads off too. Let's see, did he rip this dude's head off this time? Verse 7. And thus said Shimei when he cursed, come out, thy bloody man, and thou bloody man of Belial, which is Satan. The Lord have returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned, and the Lord have delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom thy son, and behold, thou art taken in the mischief, because thou art a bloody man. So he's on David. He's like, bro, he said, you're wicked, David. All that stuff you did, the Most High is judging you. Then Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king. See, watch, one of David's men was like, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over, I pray thee, and take off his head. So one of David's men said, man, I'm about to rip this dude's head off. And the king said, the king was like, wait. He said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? He said, bro, chill out. So let him curse, because the Lord has said unto him, curse David. Now, see, that's sometimes when brothers or somebody be on here railing on you, you know, just let them do that. The Most High allowing that, just let them do that. Let them get what they. That's why we got to read the things written aforetime, see how our forefathers was moving, foremothers was moving. You feel me? This is what the things is written for. So David was like, chill. You gotta remember, David was the man after the Most High own heart. So that's why it's really good to read his accounts and how he moves, so you could get in that good standing with the Most High. Study to show yourself approved. So Zeruiah, so he said, let him curse, because the Lord has said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, which came forth of my bowels, seek my life. How much more now may this Benjamite do it? Let him alone and let him curse, for the Lord hath bidden him. So he said, let him, all that stuff he's talking to Most High, he let him do that. It may be that the Lord will look on my affliction, and that the Lord will requite me good for his cursing this day. When people be on you, the Most High see how you handle it. See, you should be actually rejoicing, because that's a time you can show you can apply that time, you know, just like the sister was saying, oh, I'm not applying. So you can actually apply and pass and show some growth in yourself. So look, King David said, it may be that the Lord will look on my affliction, and that the Lord will require me good for his cursing this day. And as David and his men went by the way, Shimei went along on the hillside over against him, and cursed as he went, and threw stones at him. He was throwing rocks. He's cursing him and throwing rocks at him, and cast dust. He threw some dirt at him too. So this is a Benjamite disrespecting David to the tenfold. Watch it. And the king and all the people that were with him came weary and refreshed themselves there. So they was like, man, whatever. And if you keep reading on, that dude that was doing that, he ended up getting knocked off. I think he ended up getting killed. Everybody said, vengeance is the Lord's. He ended up getting his ass killed. And David ended up leveling up, because he showed temperance. Remember, we read the fruits of the spirit. He showed patience, temperance, long suffering. He exercised all that. See, his man's was like, I might as well rip his head off. You know, James 1 and 2, count on all joy. And Romans 5 and 3, Tisa, Romans 5 and 3. That's one of my favorite scriptures. Get that. Read that on your own. Romans 5 and 3. In fact, I'll get it. Romans 5 and 3. Oh, man. The book of Romans, chapter 5 and verse 3. No, 5:23, my fault. Hold on, that's what I want. Oh, yeah, 5 and 3. And not only so, that we glory in tribulations also. So you got to glory in your tribulations. Also, knowing that tribulation work patience, and patience experience, and experience hope, and hope make not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. So you got to glory, like I was just saying, you got to glory in your tribulations, because now you get a chance to exercise what you've been learning and get to level up. Let me get 1 Samuel 25. First Samuel 25. What did I write? Let me see. First Samuel 25, 22. Let me see, what the hell is this? Con. First Samuel. Let me see if this, I might have wrote the wrong stuff. Oh, this is about Abigail. I'm gonna show you something. Another account. First Samuel 25 and verse 22. So and more also do God unto the enemies of David, if I leave all of that pertain to him by the morning light, any that pits against the wall. So I don't want to start there. Let's start up. So this is Abigail with her husband Nabal, because Nabal disrespected David. And Abigail, let me see. About those. Everyone good too. Let's start at, so the young men turned their way. Okay, let's start at 10. First Samuel 25 and 10. I'm gonna start at 9. And when David's young men came, they spake to Nabal according to all those words in the name of David, and ceased. And Nabal answered David's servant and said, who is David? See, Nabal being disrespectful. He said, who is David? And who is the son of Jesse? There be many servants nowadays that break away every man from his master. Shall I then take my bread and my water and my flesh that I have killed for my shearers, and give it unto men whom I know not whence they be? See, he knew of King David. Everybody knew King David. He was famous, right? So he like Nabal being disrespectful. He's like, who is David? And he like, I ain't giving you guys nothing. He said, I don't know who you guys are. Watch this, verse 12. So David's young men turned their way and went again and came and told him all those sayings. And David said unto his men, gird ye on every man his sword. And they girded on every man his sword, and David also girded on his sword. And there went up after David about 400 men, and 200 abode by the stuff. So David was gearing up to go kill this dude, right? And let me jump down through the story. So I'm showing you another attribute of David. He was about to go to kill this dude. But you see, with the other dude, see, with the dude Shimei, he was on David's head, right? And that was 2 Samuel 16. That was later on in life. But this is 1 Samuel 25. You see this dude disrespecting David, and David was about to get on him. So you can see David, he learned, more patience later on in his life. Because right here, this instant, he's about to kill this dude. Watch this, verse 22. He's about to kill everybody. He said, watch, so and more also do God unto the enemies of David, if I leave all that pertain to him by the morning light, any that piss against the wall. He said, anybody that can piss against the wall is dead. So he's going to kill all the men. And when Abigail saw David, she hasted and lighted off the ass and fell before David on her face and bowed herself to the ground and fell at his feet and said upon me, my Lord, upon me, let this iniquity be, and let thy handmaid, I pray thee, speak in thy audience and hear the words of thy handmaid. Let not my Lord, I pray thee, regard this man of Belial. She like, don't regard my husband, please. Even Nabal, for his name is, so is he. Nabal is his name, and folly is with him. But I, thy handmaid, saw not the young men of my Lord whom thou didst send. So she like, don't kill him. She overheard him. She said, don't kill him. Don't kill my husband. David was about to kill him. Time and place for everything. Watch this. Let me get Sirach 37. Let me go to Proverbs real quick. I'm going to show you guys something. Proverbs 26. Proverbs 26 and 4. Proverbs 26 and 4. The book of Proverbs. Watch this. Proverbs 26 and 4. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. So it says, answer not a fool according to his folly. Watch the next verse. It says, answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. So in one verse it says, answer not a fool according to his folly. The next verse says, answer not a fool. Which one is it? It's both of them. You have to use your discernment, because it says, answer not a fool according to his folly. Depending on the circumstance, you're like, this dude is a damn dummy. I'm not saying nothing. But on number 5, it says, answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. See? So sometimes you might answer him. It may be some other people around, and may be beneficial to the people that are around for you to slay this fool in front of them and answer the question from this dummy. Basically, use him as a damn not a test. What's the word I'm looking for? You just using him to teach through him. You know, sometimes the Most High set that up, send a dummy up there so you could slam up and you could teach the masses. So it says, so that's verse 5. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Because sometimes you could not answer a fool, then people watching it, but oh, he's scared of him. He don't want to answer, he's scared of him. See, oh man, we're going with the dummy, you know. But verse 4 says, answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. See, then it could be a crowd, then you could answer him, and you could be just like him to where people can't tell. Remember, it says, never argue with a fool because you can't tell who's who. You guys are both shouting. So that's why you got to use the discernment. That's why you got to have wisdom guide you, and you have to determine and look at the play, the field, and see, damn, should I do it? Should I not? That's when wisdom will direct thy path. Let me get that. Show you that wisdom will direct your path. That's why you have to keep the commandments so you don't end up doing nothing stupid. Wisdom ain't directing you. You're on your own. Watch this. Wisdom Solomon 7 and verse 15. God hath granted me to speak as I would. See, the Most High granted you to speak as he would. He's using you. And to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leads unto wisdom and direct the wise. See, he's going to lead you and direct you. So that's why you're going to be able to make the right decision at the right time. All praise to the Most High for the study, King. Man, Most High bless you all. Good night. All praise, man. Good night, man. Good night, brother. Proverbs 14. Yep. Yes. Let me get that. Proverbs 14:7. Proverbs 14:7. Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceive not in him the lips of knowledge. You know, just get up out of there on them. You know, especially if you got other, you know, if you're like teaching at camp or something, you know, sometimes you could use a dummy. But yeah, if there's other people there, man, get up out of here. I'm about to edify our brothers and sisters. So I actually had that written down, sis. And then verse 12. There's a way that seemed right unto the man, but at the end is the way to death. So let me get Genesis. Let's get Abraham. I'll show you what he did. Genesis 14. She sits in the spirit. See, wisdom was guiding her because she didn't know I had that written, but she knew by the way of the speech, by listening. She was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Genesis 14:12. Watch. And they took Lot. This is when Abraham, before he even got his name changed, Abram. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in plain of Mamre, the Amorite. brother of Eshcol, and brother of Aner, and these were confederate with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. So this one, I'm gonna show you about Abraham. So we went to King David. Who else did we get? We did David. We showed you the Maccabees. Now we're showing you Abraham. When he was Abram, he armed himself. He heard about Lot getting kidnapped, and he's like, "Oh yeah, click clack." He got this. He got all the weapons. About to go handle his business. But watch this on another flip side. So I'm showing you that he was about to handle his business in Genesis 14. Let's see what he did in Genesis 20. Genesis 20 and 1. And Abraham, now his name is changed. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, "She is my sister." And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. So Abraham, he said, "Oh no," he said, Sarah is my sister. So this was a mighty man in Genesis 14. But let's see, why did he tell the dude that Sarah was his sister when that was his wife? Let's jump to 11. And Abraham said, hold on, let's go with let's jump to 6 first. Because the Most High got mad at that dude for taking Abraham's wife. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to read it. And God said, for context, and God said unto him in a dream, "Yea, I know that thou did this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffer I thee not to touch her. Now therefore restore the man his wife." He said, "Man, give Abraham back his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine." So the Most High, like, well, look, if you don't give her back, Sarah, I'm about to kill you. But let's see why Abraham did what he did. Verse 11. And Abraham said, let's go to 10. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, "What sawest thou that thou hast done this thing?" So he said, "Hey man, why did you let me just go to 9. Then Abimelech called Abraham. So remember, Abimelech had a dream. Most High threatened him. And then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, "What hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done." So he's like, "Man, what you doing? You got your God over here tripping with me, about to wipe my nation out. What the hell's going on?" And Abimelech said unto Abraham, "What sawest thou that thou hast done this thing?" Watch what Abraham said. And Abraham said, "Because I thought surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake." So he's like, "Man, you guys is tripping over here, man. That you guys gonna kill me." But you see in verse 14, chapter 14, when Lot got took, he was about to handle his business. But it shows you time and place for everything. He probably knew that he probably couldn't take Abimelech. You know, he's like, I ain't got how many he had, like 300. I think he had 300 people, 300 soldiers. And he weighed the options. Let me get Luke 14. I'm gonna show you what Abraham did. Because why didn't he run up on Abimelech? Watch this. Why didn't he go to war like how he did with Lot when Lot got took? 14. Let me get 14 and 14:28. Luke 14:28. For which of you intending to build a tower, sit not down first and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest haply after he had laid the foundation is not able to finish all that, behold, it began to mock, saying, "This man built and was not able to finish." And this ain't the part. Oh no, I want 31. Or what king going to make war against another king? See, what king going to make war against another king? Sit down not first and count and consult whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that come against him with 20,000. Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he send an ambassage and desire conditions of peace. So who doesn't? So basically, what I'm saying is, what king goes to make war and don't consider like, damn, can I finish this war? Can I win this war? So Abraham knew he probably couldn't take Abimelech, so that's why he was like, man, you guys don't got to fear God. Let's read verse 11, Genesis 20:11 again. And Abraham said, because I thought, surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife. Let me see. And then he said, I didn't lie to you. Watch verse 12. And yet, indeed, she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. And she became my wife. So basically, he hit him with the twist a little bit, but he used wisdom. So yeah, there's a time and a place. I think y'all catch my drift. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, man. Teaser, you want to come up? How was your week? There's time and place for everything. Let me know. I got the link in the chat. You want to come up? Tell the people how was your week, or anybody else. You want to bless the channel. But yeah, so there's a time and a place for everything. Showed you a couple of the forefathers, how they use wisdom. Let me get 1 Samuel 21. Let me get a couple more. 1 Samuel 21 and 10. First Samuel 21 and 10. Okay, and David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath. And the servants of Achish said unto him, is not this David? So this is when David was fleeing from Saul, right? And there was this Hamite king. Watch what David did. And the servants of Achish said unto him, is not this David, the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dances, saying, Saul hath slain his 1,000 and David his 10,000? And David laid up these words in his heart and was sore afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. See, now David, a mighty man, he was afraid of Achish. And watch what he did. And he changed his behavior before them and feigned himself mad in their hands, and scrabbled on the doors of the gate, and let his spittle fall down upon his beard. So David started acting slow. And he was in fear of the Hamite king. And if you read this account, he ended up becoming a soldier in that army. But it just shows you there's time and place for everything. Other time, David, he's known as a mighty warrior, but he counted the cost. He didn't. He started acting. It said like a madman. Look, let's read that again. And he changed his behavior before them, and feigned himself mad in their hands, and scrabbled on the doors of the gate, and let his spittle fall down upon his beard. So he started drooling on himself. So they thought he was slow. And they're like, oh, this ain't the King David, the one that was killing thousands and thousands. So they left him alone. And that's wisdom. Hence the title. It's a time and place for everything. Now, if he was a dummy and he was just like, oh no, I'm about to, like super overly tough, and he would have got killed right there. Look at my sis, always ready to bless a brother. How was your week, sister?
All praises. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on. It was good. Just trying to stay encouraged, with all that's going on in the entire globe, and just to keep my mind stayed on, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, you know, walking in these laws, statutes, and commandments, and just keeping the faith, keeping the faith in Yahweh Shai. And I just want to say to Grace, and Danielle, whoever is, presently in the chat or watching, just please stay encouraged and, study yourselves to be approved, just like, you know, King Gabar said, and we all should just stay encouraged in this truth because it's just a lot going on and it's very easy to be distracted. So, when we feel like we're going to be distracted, we just have to, just kneel down and just pray, just pray and just, keep our mind in this truth. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say, and I'm praying for everybody. And I really ask that you guys pray for me also.
Off top. She always delivers with the kind words, the blessing words, the good words. All
Thank
praise to the
you.
Most High. I don't know where Grace, Grace seemed like she be battling. You got to stay in that fight. You gotta apply. You know,
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And I miss my sister Danielle too. So, Danielle, I always like to see her face. So, you know, just for all of us to stay encouraged. And I am praying for each and every one of us.
all praises. We need it. We need it.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
She said,
Talk to you guys later.
"All right, sis.
Shalom.
Shalom." She said, "Yes, I am keep." But hit the link, Grace. Come up if you want. But yeah, man. I had a rough week, man. From Sunday on, I had this this damn rodent, a real. I'm not being funny or nothing, but a rat tore my wires up underneath my car. Cost me a hefty bill, and it took a while for me to figure it out. Like my brake light, the what's it, the blinker. It wouldn't. I couldn't hit no blinker. So I thought it was the light bulb. I go to the little place, change the light bulb. The light bulb, though, it's not the light bulb. So then we had to kind of. It took forever to take the little. These cars, they sophisticated now, so it took forever to just take the tail light off. But so it took up until today. It took all week to figure out that a rat had nibbled through the wires. Cost me $700 over a damn rat nibbling on some wires, man. It's crazy. A rat, a rat, not a cat, a rat. So the little mechanic dude told me to buy this little thing that I think it's like a little vibration, little thing like a sound wave that scares them away that I'm gonna put on my engine. But I'm like, bro, this is crazy. He's like, yeah, little Asian little mobile dude. Yeah, he did. Yeah, the rat he ate your wire, man. I had to rewire it, man. I'm like, damn. It cost 150 an hour. Took him like 3 hours and some change. Just to figure it out, diagnose it, then do it, then do all that. Man, it's like $700. I'm like, oh my god, it's always something. But yeah, man. But we here, man. Could have been worse. We here. I guess it's common, teaser. I guess it's common. I was looking it up. I guess they said a lot of mechanics be having people coming in where they be talking about they be getting the car repairs on rodents nibbling the wires. Nibbling on the wires. How do I get this off? Use banners. But yeah, man, don't get your spirit snatched. Uh-oh. She's dancing. She was dancing in the she was dancing. I saw her dancing in the thing.
Just have to get myself together.
Yep. All praise Caesar. Man, this dude a troll. Whoa, but he was Mexican.
More by he
He
was.
always do this. Hit the link, Bertie Rodriguez. Hit the link, man, and share your great wisdom. Hey, mute your thing, Grace. I mean your TV or your laptop, whatever you're on. But yeah, Bertie, hit the link and tell us your great wisdom. Yeah, man, go ahead, Grace. You gotta stay in the spirit.
Oh no, I just it life happens, and so I'm just trying to figure out what my life is gonna be like. Moving forward in this walk and such like that, and just so I've been fasting and all that. Just came off of like a 70-hour fast and such, just to just discipline and kind of meditate some scriptures. I was really in the book of Ecclesiasticus and such, but yeah, I think I found out some things and know which way I want to move. So yeah.
Yep. Let me read this. Iraq. I was reading this. I was opening up with this, so you might notice. Sirach 27. So you gotta apply. Okay, Sirach 27, I think 13. No, I think it's 3. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. So you want to diligently seek the Lord, diligently keep the commandments, or your house will be overthrown. Don't think that your house can't be overthrown. Don't think that yours just no. I'm in it. I'm in it. Most High not gonna do that because we see it every year, every couple months. You see some people, every Passover season, you see people get sifted out, bugged out, super. And this one though, it's one. I ain't gonna say it's the worst, but it's one of the worst I've seen. But yeah, you're gonna see some more. You're gonna see worse. But you don't want to be of that number. You know when the tree get to shaking, the little rotten apples fall off. So you don't want to be that rotten apple. You don't know. You know how much. You know how your name is Grace. You know how much grace He got for you. So we constantly gotta elevate. We constantly gotta elevate. Like they say, if something's not growing, it's dead. You can't be stagnant. That's why I'm trying to give my brother your call from W5ATL. If you're listening, or if you so happen to see this, brother, I know you're 3 hours ahead, so it's like 12 o'clock out there. But if you see this, brother, your call, you gonna, you have to steady elevate, bro. Like it's like a job. We just can't be stagnant. Like you should be able to look back at yourself 3 months ago. You should not be doing the same thing that you was doing. You should be doing a little bit better. You should know some more precepts. You should know some more accounts. Like I should be able to ask you, like, hey, Grace, what happened with David and Goliath? And you're like, oh yeah, this what happened. Saul called David, and he was, he was a little lad. He was 11 years old, and you should be able to know that stuff. You don't. In 3 more months, you should know it. You know, name the 12 disciples. Name the 12 tribes. In order or something. You should constantly be elevating. Study to show yourself approved, man. Not the same or not, of course, not backwards. you know. But yeah, uh, let me get this script real quick. Constantly elevate. He give liberally. James 1:5. Okay, let me get the book of James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, so if you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that give to all men liberally and upbraid not, and it shall be given him. So he said, I'm gonna give it to you if you want it. But if you don't want it, he gonna get you up out of there, man. Like, why did he need you? You feel me? It says, Grace, get my info from Gabar if you like to talk. Oh yeah, I hook you up with Tisa. I'll do that.
Oh yeah, praises. I am like, I've been telling you I'm trying to create a group of women to surround myself with and different people so I don't stumble, because just being out here alone is not where I want to be and such. So definitely I'm creating a group, reached out to some other sisters, and so it's nice to be like supported and such.
For sure. For sure.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'll pray this for blessing the channel. All right. Yep. Anybody else? Any of the men? You guys gonna let these sisters show you up, man? Javier, Servant, Berthy, or however you say your name. Guys gonna come up? Going once, going try. I'm gonna put the link back in there. Y'all be letting the women see. The brother said, he like, I don't like going on live, man. I never did it before. I don't like it. Bro, you guys can't be shy, bro. The sisters be coming up faithfully. You brothers be, Come on, man. Joshua 1:8. Let's get that. Joshua 1:8. Joshua 1:8. Probably go for another 15. Kept it off at 1 hour and 30 minutes. Unless somebody get to, Oh, Tisa, now what? Hold on. All right, now, let me read this. Joshua 1:8. This the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. I might even put that on my wall. Joshua 1:8. That's a heavy script. Meditate day and night, and then you should be prosperous. That's the if you want success, that's what it says, right? And then thou shalt have good success. Who don't want to be successful? That's how you be successful. Meditate in the word day and night. And watch out for these snakes. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when you was talking about they might be living with somebody. I was talking about the little Valentine's thing. But yeah, that may be true. But yeah, but like I said, not in that case. you know, let me see what this brother said. This dude Biggins, bro. Biggins, if you don't hit the link and come up, I'm blocking your ass, boy. He said, "Would you comply to enslave whose thought? Would you comply to enslave whose thought to be your brethren in the form of Northern Kingdom?" Edgar, hit the link, man. Did I put the link up there? Oh yeah, hit the link, man. Ask that. I just said that as many folks in this truth have to deal with family members not in this truth. I just said that as many folks in this truth have to deal with family members not in. True. So this brother said, "Would you comply to enslave whose thought to be your brethren in the form of Northern Kingdom?" I don't really understand what you're saying, bro. I came up before. Well, come up right now, man. So would you comply to enslave? So he's saying, would you enslave who's thought to be your brethren in the form of the Northern Kingdom? I don't get. So will we enslave somebody that we think is our brother? No, we wouldn't. To answer your question, he may have been told he was Israel and found out that he's not. Man, what's up with you men, bro? You men is scary, man. Come up, man. Hit the link, man. The women came up. But you men be asking these questions that really ain't making sense. And just clarify it, bro. Nobody going to clown you. He said, if we happen to not be your brother, but you thought we were. If we happen to be your brother, but you thought we were. So you're saying, if I thought you was my brother, hold on. If we happen to not, if you're not our brother, but you thought we was. Okay. So basically, like you're a tear. We call that a tear. The wheat and the tares. Exactly. Like she said, I was just about to get that. The angels will there will be no, like, if we don't know who's who, of course we're gonna have people that we think is our brother. That's why you can't say Esau is the white man. I mean, he is the white man primarily, but there's Edomites that look like me. Like Bob Marley, he looked like me. So if we would see somebody like, we probably like, hey, brother, come here. Hold on, let me get the tear. So watch this. The book of Matthew 13:24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat. So if you look at a tear and a wheat, they look very similar. Hold on. Matter of fact, let's get the difference between a tear and a wheat. Difference between tear and wheat. Tear refers to the weight of an empty. No, this is not what we want. It's a look. To the untrained eye, a tear looks a lot like wheat, but tares are just weeds. In biblical times, the tares will wrap themselves around the roots of the wheat and choke it. Damn. So from the untrained eye, a tear looks just like, from the untrained eye, or from a brother that ain't spiritual, you can get tricked. Because usually you can tell a brother if they're Edomite or a heathen. even if they look like you. Genuinely didn't know. I heard brother say he saw with a brother with red hair. Also, I know what camp you talking about. He said Esau's a brother with red hair. I think I heard that too. Yeah, they say he looked like an albino or something. Weeds. But yeah, so the angels will sift that out. There ain't gonna be no mistakes. There ain't gonna be no mistakes. But yeah, like somebody like Bob Marley, his dad's an Edomite. You are what your father is. I'm quite sure if you was around him. Matter of fact, I know this dude. I know a couple dudes that are Edomites, but they look just like me. But they are kind of weird though. You gotta understand. Let me get Romans 8:16. You gotta understand. No, I want two scriptures. See, now we're about to say, hold on. I got two scriptures. I want Romans 8:16, and I want Samuel's. And I want Samuel's. The book of Romans, chapter 8, and verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness to our spirit that we are the children of God. So it's the Spirit in us, right? Not the flesh. So a person could look just like me and be a damn Chinese man. Watch this. Watch this. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man look on the outward appearance, but the Lord look on the heart. See, the Lord looking at the soul. He know that soul. He know the soul. See, man, we look at it says the man look at the outward appearance. He looking at the woolly hair. The brother got the woolly hair. He's melanated. He's singing Negro spirituals. But meanwhile, he's a tear. And then he's sleeping with our sisters and making more tears. Meanwhile, they're heathens. But they will get sifted out. Hey, these brothers that coming up with this crazy stuff, they might be heathens. They might have found out, like, damn, my grandpa, damn, mom, that's really grandpa. Damn, grandpa looked like Donald Trump. On the father's side, my heart hurt. So now he's like, man, I gotta cause some destruction. I saw a man, his dad was Asian, his mom was Jamaican. That man was dark as night with chinky eyes and an afro. Damn. But them Asian genes, them genes are kind of strong though. You could always kind of tell this might mix. They got that Mongoloid. But yeah, Edgar, there ain't gonna be no mistakes, brother. Ain't gonna be no mistakes. That's why you gotta try the spirit by the spirit. Make sure they're of God. Let me get that. 1 John 4. It said, beloved, this 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit. See, we talk about the spirit. We keep talking about the spirit, man. The flesh profit is nothing, man. Don't be looking at somebody's flesh. That's a good indicator, but you still got to do some digging. That's why it says don't be hasty to credit anybody, but try the spirit whether they be of God, because many false prophets are gone out into this world. Hereby Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confess that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God. See, that's how you know them brothers is JC, JC, JC. They ain't of God. Because it says Jesus, they ain't saying Jesus Christ came in the flesh. It's saying don't exist. And every spirit that confess not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world. It's already in the world. And I believe a lot of brothers is Antichrist. You can tell how they treat one another. Brothers that even haven't professed it, that they still Antichrist. Because watch this. Then you shall know you are my disciple. Shall know. The book of John 13:35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have if you have loved one to another. That's how you know. That's how you know you are a disciple of the Black Messiah, on how you treat one another, right? Let's get charity. Remember, I told you guys about Galatians, the works of the flesh, how you should read the definitions of those to make sure you know you're not rolling in that spirit. You should also do this with charity. And also Biggins, Khan, brother. I thought you was a troll at first, but you came out to be a brother, I believe. All right, let me get 1 Corinthians 13. We're gonna get charity. So you guys want to go through this. Make sure you got charity. 1 Corinthians 13 and 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burnt and have not charity, it profit me nothing. So you don't have charity, you don't got nothing. Right? Con, also Biggins. Charity suffer alone. So look, do you suffer long? Are you long suffering? You gotta ask yourself that. And it's kind. Are you kind? You gotta ask yourself that. Charity envieth not. Are you jealous? Are you a hater? Shalom, Deborah Alexander. Happy Sabbath. Okay. Charity envieth not. Are you jealous of your brethren or your sister? Charity vaunteth not itself. Is not puffed up. Are you puffed up? Verse 5. Do not behave itself unseemly. So charity did not behave itself unseemly. Like you guys seen last week, my last thing. The brother was coming down here acting crazy. You know, you guys see brother on here acting crazy. That's behaving unseemly. You know, he don't got charity. You know, the Most High is not dealing with him. Seek it not her own. Is not easily provoked. So you'll be able to control your temper. Think no evil. See, brothers be thinking evil. Charity thinking no evil. Brothers be like, oh, you sneak this in me. Meanwhile, I ain't even talking about you. Nobody knows you. I'm not talking about you, boy. You know, and that's what's so funny. The brother thought I was sneak dissing them. And if you're sneak dissing and the brother making videos putting my face, and you're saying I'm sneak dissing when nobody knows I'm doing it. I heard the brother say, he was like, somebody told me they was like, oh no, to the average person, they don't know. Okay, the average person don't know, so that means nobody. I'm not sowing no Discord or nothing, and you're saying the average person don't know, so let it go. But you're over here tagging my people, doing this, doing that. That means you're what's it called? Evil for evil, and you're sowing Discord. And you just told on yourself. Tisa. And if we follow the law as instructed in Leviticus 19:17 and not fighting with one another. Yep. And what also big, and you keep saying that. You say you saw me in France. Yeah, I seen Gabar in France or something. What do you mean you saw me in France? I think you said that last time. You saw me in France? What do you mean? Elaborate. Elaborate. So look, we're going to keep continuing. Do not behave yourselves unseemly. Seek not her own. Is not easily provoked. Think no evil. Charity thinketh no evil. Rejoice not in iniquity. Rejoice not. So they're not rejoicing in sins. Sowing discord is a sin. Slander is a sin. So they're not rejoicing in that. Digging up evil is a sin. You should have a twin. Hey, I've been hearing that a lot, man. I got twins all over the place. I got twins. I was at the store. I was at Fred Byers. I think the dude's name was Jamal. She was like, Jamal, Edomite lady. Jamal, what are you doing? She said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, somebody died with this other dude today. When I told you guys about the rat eating my thing out of the mechanic, and this dude was like, Mac. And I turned around. He's like, oh, my fault. I thought you was my brother Mac. I guess my prototype, the waters of Judah. Everything comes out the waters of Judah. The Most High made my prototype. It's a lot of my prototype. Straight like that. On the thumbnail. Me too. Hold on, bro. What are you guys talking about? You guys see me in France? Okay, he said me too. You said you was photoshopped. Con hella twins. The lots. So this dude, serving y'all, you saw me in France too? I don't think I even want to know anymore. This is getting real bizarre. It's getting real bizarre. Whatever it is, I don't think I'm digging no more. I don't even want to know. Who the hell is in France? So you saying it was my face, a Photoshop, or it's a brother that looked like me? Okay. We're in verse 6. 1 Corinthians 13:6. Rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. So you want to rejoice in the truth. Rejoice that you know Christ lived, breathed. He's a black man. Look like us. The greatest man that ever walked. Your enemy know he lives. Why you think the white man? The white man got access to everything. He studied everything. He said white man do a diligent search. He researched everything. Researched Buddha. Oh, I gotta tell you guys a funny story about Buddha real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you that. Let me just tell you now. So I don't forget. So anyway, I told you about the rat, right? So it's funny. Remember I told you the Moabite dude gave me the little thing the little radar thing to shoo away the rats. So he was like, the Moabite was like, look, this thing works. He said, because he said, I put it up and it wasn't, he said the rats was eating Buddha's food. I'm like, what? He said the rats was running in, and you know how they be putting the food for their little idols? He said the rats was eating Buddha's food. And he said, yeah, I had to put this thing, the plug in the radar, and the rats don't come no more. But I'm thinking like, bro, how the hell a Buddha getting his food took by some damn rats? What kind of God is that? Buddha's getting robbed by some rats. He can't defend himself. I just thought that was funny though. I'm like, it's funny as hell. Your God can't defend himself through some rats. They posted you on a thumbnail in South Park fashion. Not GOZ, but another reaction channel. Damn. Not the gates of Satan, but another reaction channel. Was it just me though? Servant of y'all, was it just me? Or was it a camp video, or was it one of these? A famous archaeologist revealed the likeness. Oh yeah, let me get back to what I was saying. So Esau does a diligent search. Esau does a diligent search. So he searched Buddha, he searched Shiva, he searched Hindu. He did a lot with Egypt, but he chose to take over the world and deceive the world with our history. With Let me hold this. Let me go to Matthews. Let me go to Matthews 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Christ. Christ gave a prophecy. He said, there shall arise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. There didn't arise no false Buddha, because they know that's trash and it's fake. There didn't arise no false any other thing else except for our stuff. He said Takashi 69 ate the Buddha's food. All bad. Oh, I just caught on what you said. Damn. Takashi the rat ate the Buddha's food. You damn right. And Buddha couldn't defend himself. He said they was taking his food every night. Then he told me their temple, he said they got rats running all through the temple. And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to see if this works. So I'm like, bro, your guy's temple is overran with rats. That's how you know your gods is trash and they're not real, because they can't even defend themselves. Or they're not even, the rats don't even respect your God. They come in there and snatch them damn oranges off, from them. But yeah, so Christ, I'm gonna read Matthew 24 and 4. And Jesus answered, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. So we seeing that. We're living through that. We're living through that right now. Many came and are coming, and they're coming out with movie after movie after movie, saying, I am Christ, and he looked like damn Donald Trump. So we're seeing that, because they know it's power in that. And he said, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. But yeah, so all praise to the Most High. It's an honor to still be in this thing, keeping the Sabbath day, still believing in Yahushua, as the scriptures say. So you guys got to know, you can't take this stuff for granted, man. You see, it's simplicity in Christ. But brothers, before you know it, like watch. You guys keep an eye, and you guys gonna see more things happen. And that should build your faith when you see these brothers get destroyed completely. I heard rats get their tails stuck together and become a new beast. I don't know, servant of y'all. But yeah, what did you say, the France video? What was that? A street teaching or what? And what them brothers teach, whoever that was in France. Hey, all praises. I feel like I made it. Brothers making videos, reaction videos of me, little old me. All praises, man. Watch this. Let me get this. Let me get Luke 6:46. I ain't doing nothing but just reading the Bible. Nah, that's not what I want. Is it 546? That's how you even mention later. Okay, 522. The book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. He says, blessed are you when men shall make reaction videos of you. Blessed are you when they shall separate themselves from you. Because that's what they're saying. They separate from this Negro. He bugged out from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. So he's doing it because he's doing it for Christ's sake. This we're preaching Yahweh, and they're saying, get away from this, brother. It will look what verse 23 say. Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy. That's what I'm doing. All praises. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. So they been, so everybody is doing the same thing. They've been doing this stuff of old. They come back and do the same thing. Watch this. I'm gonna jump to 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. Let me read that again. Destruction unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. He said that was from the UK. It makes me fear y'all with more hearing about folks falling away. Yes, indeed. They spoke favorably, but it was, he said they spoke favorably, but it was the Ethiopian video they responded to. So they wasn't talking trash, and it was an Ethiopian video. If they wasn't talking trash, I might have to check it out. If they wasn't talking trash, I don't like seeing no negativity, that stuff. It says corrupt communication, evil communication corrupt the mind. But if it was positivity, you might have to check it out. Takashi 698 Buddha food all bad. Let me know also if they was talking trash. Nah, it was about the Ethiopian that showed up twice. Okay, I think I remember that dude. Hold on, there was two Ethiopians that thing. You talking about the one with the small head? The one with the small head? And were they very clarify, were they talking trash or were they being cool? Yeah, small head. Okay, small head. So now I want to know, were they talking trash or were they big upping or were they thumbs down? That's interesting. And then how long ago was this? I remember that video. I just seen Small Head too not too long ago. As a matter of fact, I seen him on the news. I seen Small Head knew he's finished now. He looked like a straight zombie. Like he's finished on that fentanyl. On that Fenty, they were unaware but meant no harm. So what you mean? Were they talking trash? Yay or nay, man? Yay or nay? And then put the link in the chat. I want to see it. Yeah, give me the link, bro. Give me the link. Give me the link. I'm gonna get up off of here, man. And I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, bro, you said that shit a couple times. I seen you in France. Yep. Take your time. Take your time. I'll get another script. Let me get Revelations. Let's get the last book of the Bible. But yeah, man, like I was saying, man, you got to be elevating, man, these last days. You got to elevate. If you ain't growing, you're dead. You heard what I said? The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. See, he didn't say all people, he said my people. That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So we tell our people, man, get about this place, man. This place is about to get burnt down, about to get torched, man. You don't want to be partakers of their sins of America KKK. America KKK. Right? Yeah, teaser said, post the link. Well, unless you be talking about it, bro, you should already had that thing locked and loaded. What group is it? What's their name? Teaser, I watch a lot of videos, hard to find. What's their name? Teaser's like, yeah, we trying to see that. What's the name? Also, I apologize. I thought you were coming up. She said I'm watching. Also, it wasn't Cartier family. The water on the Cash App, teeth, the water. You know, I got banged out for the 700, the impromptu 700 for the rat. That's crazy. I still can't believe it. A rat, all things, tore my car up. That's the name of the group, Cartier family. That's an Israelite group, Cartier family. Let me see. So the reason why you turn into a book. Shoot. That was the clubhouse. That was the clubhouse. Cartier family. Let Takashi chill. Everything is expensive. Yeah, everything is expensive. Nah, they just reaction. All their reaction video. Okay, I'm on their thing right now. Is it old? Like it's from like months ago? How old is it? And do you remember the title? Y'all remember the title and you remember how old it is. Because they got a lot of videos. Most of this stuff is about like Trump right now that I'm seeing. Black Lives Matter. I seen it some time ago. Hold on. It was recommended on my feed. It seemed like some time ago. Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, if you find it, man, just let me know, man. You know, it don't gotta be right now. If you find it, let me know. I would like to see it, man. But yeah, man, anybody don't got no question or anything else, man, I might say head out, man. We had a great one. I'm gonna type in Cartier. Let me see, Israelites. Everybody good? All praise to the Most High. The water to y'all for tuning in with your boy, you know, Biggins. If you get that, man, just hit me up, man. Send it to me or whatever. Yeah. And with that, man, I say shalom. What's good, bro?